Imagine waking up one morning to discover that your internet has stopped working. Your bank account is inaccessible. International phone calls fail. Stock markets freeze. GPS navigation becomes unreliable. Airlines, governments, and businesses across the world suddenly begin facing major disruptions. You might think hackers launched a massive cyber attack, but the real cause could be something hidden thousands of meters beneath the ocean. Deep under the sea, where sunlight never reaches, lies a vast network of cables and critical infrastructure that quietly powers our modern world. Every second, enormous amounts of information travel through these underwater connections. From text messages and video calls to online banking and international trade, much of the world's digital communication depends on them. Because these systems are so important, countries are increasingly paying attention to what happens beneath the ocean's surface. While the public often focuses on conflicts in the air, on land, or in space, another strategic competition is taking place far below the waves. This is the secret world beneath the ocean. At first glance, the ocean floor seems empty. But in reality, it contains one of the most valuable networks ever built by humanity. Thousands of kilometers of fiber optic cables stretch across the seabed, connecting continents and carrying the majority of international internet traffic. These cables are about the width of a garden hose, yet they support global communication on an enormous scale. Without them, today's connected world would struggle to function. Every online purchase, international business meeting, streaming video, and financial transaction depends on this hidden infrastructure. Although satellites play an important role in communications, they handle only a small portion of global internet traffic. Undersea fiber optic cables carry the overwhelming majority because they offer much greater speed and capacity. That makes these cables one of the world's most important pieces of infrastructure. But protecting them is becoming increasingly difficult. Many cables lie in remote areas thousands of meters below sea level. Monitoring every section around the clock is almost impossible. Sometimes damage occurs naturally. Earthquakes can trigger underwater landslides. Fishing equipment and ship anchors occasionally damage cables accidentally. Repair ships are specially designed to locate damaged sections, lift them to the surface, and reconnect them. Depending on weather and location, repairs can take days or even weeks. However, governments are becoming increasingly concerned about another possibility. What if critical underwater infrastructure were intentionally targeted during a period of international tension? Experts in national security have warned that communications cables, energy pipelines, and offshore facilities could become strategic targets because they support economies and military operations. Even a small disruption could slow communications and create economic uncertainty. Because of these concerns, many countries are investing in technology capable of monitoring activity beneath the sea. Modern underwater drones can inspect pipelines, map the seabed, and examine communication cables with remarkable precision. Some operate without human crews for days or even weeks. Advances in artificial intelligence allow these systems to identify unusual activity much faster than before. Navies around the world are also expanding their underwater capabilities. New submarines are becoming quieter, making them harder to detect. Advanced sonar systems help locate underwater objects while autonomous vehicles patrol sensitive areas. Although much of this work is defensive, it highlights how strategically important the underwater environment has become. The competition beneath the ocean extends beyond communications. The seabed contains enormous natural resources. Oil and natural gas continue to play an important role in global energy supplies. At the same time, scientists have identified valuable minerals lying deep beneath the ocean floor. These include nickel, cobalt, manganese, and rare earth elements used in batteries, smartphones, electric vehicles, and renewable energy technologies. As demand for these materials increases, interest in deep-sea mining continues to grow. Supporters argue that these resources could help power the clean energy transition. Others warn that mining could permanently damage fragile marine ecosystems that scientists are only beginning to understand. The debate has become one of the biggest environmental questions of the decade. Meanwhile, the Arctic Ocean is attracting growing international attention. As temperatures rise and sea ice retreats, previously inaccessible shipping routes may become available for longer periods each year. These routes could shorten travel times between major markets. The region also contains significant energy and mineral resources. Because of these opportunities, Arctic nations are increasing scientific research, infrastructure development, and security planning. Technology is transforming underwater exploration faster than ever before. Robotic submarines now explore depths that humans cannot safely reach. Autonomous underwater vehicles map unknown regions with incredible accuracy. Scientists continue discovering new species living in complete darkness under extreme pressure. Some of these organisms may even help researchers develop future medicines or industrial technologies. Despite centuries of exploration, experts estimate that much of the ocean remains poorly understood. In many ways, we know more about the surface of the moon than we do about the deepest parts of Earth's oceans. This mystery makes the underwater world both fascinating and strategically important. As international competition grows, cooperation remains equally essential. Countries share responsibility for protecting communication networks, preserving marine ecosystems, ensuring safe navigation, and responding to environmental emergencies. International agreements and diplomatic dialogue help reduce misunderstandings while supporting peaceful use of the oceans. The challenge is balancing national security, economic interests, scientific research, and environmental protection. The hidden world beneath the sea rarely appears in daily headlines, yet it influences nearly every aspect of modern life. Every message you send, every online payment you make, every international video call, every financial market transaction. Much of it depends on infrastructure resting silently on the ocean floor. Most people will never see these cables, pipelines, research stations, or autonomous vehicles. Yet they form one of the most important foundations of our connected civilization. The next time you connect to the internet, remember that your information is likely traveling through an extraordinary network hidden beneath thousands of meters of ocean. The greatest strategic competition of the future may not happen only in the skies or in space. Part of it is already taking place in the silent depths below the waves, where technology, science, security, and global cooperation all meet beneath the ocean. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who love documentaries, science, and world affairs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.